everybody. How you doing? This is Micah Olson, the owner of the Effective Agent Team. There has been a lot of buzz lately about this company, homey.com. That, you see the billboards, we all do. We drive up and down I-15. I want to tell you just a quick secret, something to think about if you're considering using Homey as a listing source or a source for promoting and advertising your property. One of the first places that I look as an investor when I want to buy a home are homes that have been listed for sale with Homey, or even without Homey as for sale by owners. And I'll give you just a quick example. I just came up with this about 5 minutes ago. A potential buyer called me up and they said, hey, I'm interested in 1079 Ash Avenue in Provo, which I've had probably 20 calls on this home in the last couple of weeks. The reason that they're calling, if you look at the map here, here's BYU, all the streets that are up above, just to the east of BYU. Beautiful area, great homes, very popular, high demand. Everybody's calling me for one simple reason. The list price on this house was $320,000, so basically $321,000. Now, I don't know if this house was listed by Homey or not. It's a for sale by owner, and essentially what happened is the owners took a look at the $327.98 as a price that Zillow estimated. They may have gotten a free estimate somewhere else as well. It's 3,210 square feet. So essentially, they listed this house for $100 a square foot. Now, when you look in the pictures, you can see there's a room here or there that needs to be updated, and it's not giving us the full pictures now, of course. But you've got some 1970s era, 1980s era carpet. That's not hard to replace. Beautiful lot, just a great house. $100 a square foot. If we go on and take a look on the actual back end of the MLS. Now, as a seller, as a homeowner, you don't have access to this. This is realtor only access, and so that's why I'm doing this as a video so that you can actually look with me and see. We've got another property here. I'll just kind of pull it up real quickly so you can take a look at the location. Here's Brigham Young. This other house was sitting right up in this area. So this one's kind of right off of 900 East. If you actually zoom in, it's a pretty busy road. I mean, I don't know how often you drive it, but 900 East, as it curves up from University and then heads down past the missionary training center and things. This is a busy area of traffic, which usually means a little bit lower price. This house was listed at $389 within 2 weeks. Okay, days on market, 15 days. They had an offer at $389 asking price, paying $8,000 of the buyer's closing costs. So essentially, they came out with an offer at $381 when you subtract those costs. That's $120 a square foot, and they had an offer in 15 days and then closed 25 days later. Same area. Very, very similar house. This is 3,170 square feet. If you remember this Provo house, 3,210 square feet. So 320. If you go back here and say, how much did we get for this? $389,000 sales price. So that's a $69,000 error on the part of the people selling the home on their own. Let's go to another example just real quick, and then I'll end this video. Another house right in the area. If I zoom out here just a little bit, oops. There's BYU kind of down here. There's the big playing fields. There's the LDS temple right there. Up behind that on Oak Lane, essentially. This one's actually on 2300 North, which again is a fair, not the busiest road in Utah, but it's a fairly traveled road. Everybody up east of BYU is using this road to access if they're coming from the north. So again, they'd sell it for a little bit less per square foot because of that. Nice home, 3,014 square feet. Again, this one here, 3,210. Sold for $347,000, $347,500. It took them 11 days to do it. Didn't pay any buyer closing costs. That was $115 per square foot. If you go back to listings that are for sale by owner, whether you're using Homey or not, $115 per square foot. If I pull up a quick calculator here, 3210 square feet times $15 a square foot, which was the difference, is $48,150. How much does a real estate agent typically make? There's not a fixed standard price, but typically it's 6%. 3% goes to the buyer's agent, 3% to the person that helps market and promote your home. Those numbers on a $365,000 home, you're about $11,000, $12,000, somewhere less than $12,000. These people that sold, and we don't have the exact price where they sold it at, but $320,000. I think they were actually asking, if I remember, it was $309. I'll look that up here just real quickly. I had to blank that screen out for just a second because it had client information and things on it. They sold it for $312,000. So even less than that. To save a $12,000 agent commission, they gave up over $40,000 of equity, possibly more. If we look at some of these other comparables, they may have given up $50,000 or $60,000 of equity and dealt with all the contracts on their own. Hopefully they didn't get into any contractual issues because maybe they're used to the contracts, maybe they're not. Anyways, before you consider selling on your own, give me a call. Let's figure out what your home is actually worth. And let's kind of take a look at what you could sell it for on your own. Make sure you don't make any mistakes. We do flat fee listings. We do variable fee listings. We do full service listings. Whatever your actual needs are. But don't make the mistake of trying to go out there on your own. There are a lot of people that sell homes for quite a bit less than what they could be getting, and they lose $60,000 to save $12,000 bucks. So there you go.